Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the dimensions of a vector space. Dimensions of a vector space. Before this topic, already we discussed change of coordinate matrix and coordinate vector. How to find coordinate vector, how to find the change of coordinate matrix. The two topics we discussed in the last two classes, and now the present topic is the dimensions of a vector space. Come right. Definition. First definition: finite dimensional. Finite dimensional. Finite dimensional. Come on, write the definition. If a vector space V is spanned by a finite set, then if a vector space V, come on, right? If a vector space V is spanned by finite set, then V is said to be finite dimension. V is said to be finite dimension. Once again, come write the definition. If a vector space V is spanned by finite set, then V is said to be finite dimension. If the span is particular vectors is there, 4 vectors or 5 vectors, if particular vectors is there, that numerical number 5 vectors if is there, that 5 is known as dimension of V. Come right. The dimension of V. Next, the dimension of V is denoted by dim V. The dimension of V is denoted by dim V. That is, dimension of V contains the number of vectors. That is, dimension of V contains a finite number of vectors. Finite number of vectors. That's all. If A is spanned, if the vectors are finite, then the V is said to be finite dimensional or finite dimension. And dimension of V is represented by dimension V. It contains finite number of vectors. That's all. We'll do one problem based on this topic. And one more note point. If the dimension of vector space is zero vector space, if the vector space is 0, then we say the dimension of V is 0. Come on, write note point. Come on, write. If the dimension of the zero vector, is 0. The dimension of the zero vector is 0. If it is a finite, you will say finite numerical number. For example, if it is zero vector, simply we have only one vector, that one vector is also zero vector, then obviously you have to say the dimension of zero vector is 0. And number 2, If the span is not finite, if it is infinite set, then we say the dimension of vector space is infinity. If the vector space is not finite, nothing but if the vector space is infinite set, then the dimension of vector space is infinity. Come on, right? If V is not spanned by finite set, if V is not spanned by finite set, if V is not spanned by finite set, then dimension of V is infinite. The dimension of V is infinite. That's all. So today we discussed about dimension of vector space. If the vector space is spanned by a finite set, then that finite set, that numerical number is known as dimension of V. If it consisting only 0 vector, then dimension of E is 0. If it is not spanned by any vectors, then dimension of V is infinite. That's all. Let's it. And now I'll do one problem based on this topic. Okay? Let's it. Definition and 2 note points. Yes. Now the next problem is find the subspace of H equal to S minus 2t, S plus t, 3t, where S comma t belongs to real numbers. Find basis and dimensions. Find basis and dimensions. Come on, write. Given subspace H is given subspace H is equal to S minus 2t, S plus t, 3t, such that where S comma t are real numbers. S comma t are real numbers. Come on, right? Given space H is equal to S minus 2t, S plus t, 3t, where S comma t belongs to R. Come on, right? H is equal to, here I can take S, I can take common. Take S common, simply we getting 1. Here the coefficient of S is 1. Here the coefficient of S is 1. Here no S, so obviously 0. Plus I am taking T. T common I am taking. Again write coefficient of T minus 2. Coefficient of T 1. Coefficient of T 3. Such that where S comma 2 are real numbers. So I got 2 vectors. I got 1 1 0, minus 2 1 3. Therefore the set 1 1 0 minus 2 1 3, we have span, so simply I can say spans. 1 1 0 minus 2 1 3 spans H. We got span condition we got. In order to say basis, we have to get 2 conditions. One is linearly independent and one more span. Already I got span, I have to get one more vector linearly independent I have to get. Or I am going to prove these 2 vectors are linearly dependent. Here 1 1 0, here 1 1 0, 1 1 0, comma -2 1 3 r. Here see whether it is dependent or independent, we'll check it. First I will check it whether dependent or not. 1 into times I am doing, 1 into -2, -2 I am getting. Again I have to do 1 into -2, again same only. I am not getting 1, I am not getting here. So I can say these two vectors are linearly independent. Hence here 1 1 0 -2 1 3 are linearly independent. Linearly independent. We got span and we got linearly independent also we got. So I can say the given vectors are forms a basis. Therefore the set 1 1 0, comma -2 1 3 forms a basis. Basis means two conditions should be there. One is span and one is linearly independent. Two conditions we got. Linearly independent we got and linearly span also we got. So simply I can say the set forms a basis. If you observe here, how many vectors are existing? Two vectors are existing. So I can say the dimension of H is 2. Dimension of H. Number one, the first answer this one, A bit, and B bit is dimension of H is equal to, here we having two sets we have, so simply have to write 2 we have to write. So dimension of H is equal to 2. That's all. He asked only subspace H is given. He asked to find basis and dimension. He asked basis and dimensions. Basis nothing but we have to prove linearly independent and span. In the another method also we discussed in the last classes, but here he already given span, he given already directly he given the span already is there. So I told that span, the existing vectors are linearly independent. So linearly independent and span, so simply I can say they forms a basis. Over once forms a basis, how many vectors are existing? Two vectors are existing. So directly I can say dimension of H is 2. That's all. Just come and copy it. Yes, copy it. Now I'll go for second question. So first bit is very clear. First question is very clear. We have to find basis and dimensions. Simply we prove linearly independent span. I told it is a basis and obviously dimension is 2. And now second question. Let's come and write the second question. Second question, number 2. For the, come on, write, for the subspace H, for the subspace H, for the subspace H, A minus 4B minus 2C, A minus 4B minus 2C, next 2A plus 5B minus 4C minus A plus 2C minus 3A plus 7B plus C. minus 3a plus 7b plus 6c such that a, b, c belongs to real numbers. Come right in the set. Find basis and dimensions. Once again, see the question properly. For the subspace H, first row a minus 4b minus 2c, a minus 4b minus 2c. Second row 2a plus 5b 5b minus 4c. Next minus a plus 2c. Fourth row minus 3a plus 7b plus c. Where a, b, c are from real numbers. Find basis and dimensions. Come on. Solution. Given h equal to a minus 4b minus 2c, 2a plus 5b minus 4c, minus a plus 2c, minus 3a plus 7b plus c. Plus c. So this is 6c. 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 Such that a, b, c are real numbers. Come on, check it once again. The first row is a minus 4b minus 2c, 2a plus 5b minus 4c, minus a plus 2c, minus 3a plus 7b plus 6c. Now I am going to write scalar multiples for this one. Come on. First here a, b, c, three scalar multiples we have. I will take first a, I will take it. First scalar multiple I am taking a. Come on. A. Coefficient of a is 1, 2, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 3. Coefficient of a plus b. Take coefficient of b. Minus 4, 5, 0, 7. Over. Next, coefficient of c. Minus 2, minus 4, 2, 6. Such that a, b, c belongs to real number. Here see a, nothing but 1, coefficient of a 2, 1, 2, coefficient of a minus 1, coefficient of a minus 3, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 3. Next, coefficient of b, minus 4, 5, nothing is there here, so 0, 7. Coefficient of c, next I am taking c common, minus 2, minus 4, 2, 6. Where a, b, c belongs to real numbers. Total how many vectors I got? 3 vectors I got. I have to check whether these 3 vectors are linearly independent and span. But here already we have scalar linear combination already we have. Linear combinations already we have. So simply I can say span already existing. The 3 vectors are spans. I have to check whether the vectors are linearly independent or not. If it is independent, directly I can say the set H forms a basis. Come on, copy it first. Yes, question already is over, no? I will do here only. Yes, copy it. Come on, copy it first. Or take the screenshot and copy it. Yes. Now, I will write the vectors, I will write. Come on. Okay, you can write directly H spans. First I will write that one first. Clearly, H spans. This is number 1. H spans we got. Sorry, you're not able to see, no? Clearly, H spans. Over. Number 1 is over. I have to prove one more. Linearly independent, I have to prove it. The 3 vectors. Come on, right. First write the 3 vectors. Here, here, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 3, minus 4, 5, 0, 7, minus 2, minus 4, 2, 6. Here we got 3 vectors, we got all 3 vectors. Now I have to check whether they are linearly independent or not. I'll assume 3 vectors as first A1, A2, A3. Let A1 is equal to first vector, right? Let A1 equal to 1, 2, minus 1, minus 3. A2 equal to second vector, minus 4, 5, 0, 7. A3 equal to third vector, minus 2, minus 4, 2, 6. I got 3 vectors. Now I have to check whether they are linearly dependent or not. First, A1. If A1 is multiplier of anything, we'll check it once. A1 multiply here 4 times. 1 into minus 4, minus 4. 2 into minus 4, minus 8 we have to get. So, A1, A2 is not a multiplier of A1. A2 is not a multiplier of A1 because if A1 1 is there, if you multiply minus 4 times, you are getting minus 4. 2 into minus 4, minus 8 we have to get. We are not getting. So, A2 is not a multiplier of A1. I'll check A3. What is there here? Minus 2 is there. 1 into minus 2, minus 2. 2 into minus 2, minus 4. Minus 1 into minus 2, 2. Minus 3 into minus 2, 6. We are getting A1 equal to minus 2 times of A3 we are getting. Yes, come on. I'll show you once again. Come right here. We got some relation between A1 and A3. Here, A1 equal to 1, 2, minus 1, 3. A2 equal to, among all those I am taking minus 2, I am taking common. Minus 2 I am taking common. So, simply getting A2. I am taking minus 2 common. So, simply minus 2, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 3. A value is minus 3. So, once you see, minus 2 into 1, minus 2, correct? Minus 2 into 2, minus 4. Minus 2 into minus 1, 2. Minus 2 into minus 3, 6. So, I can say A2 is multiplier of A1. Therefore, A2 is multiplier. A2 is multiplier of A1. So, simply I can say they are dependent. They are dependent. I can neglect it. Here, A2 vector is dependent. Is dependent on A1. A2 is a dependent vector on A1 or A1 is dependent on A2, no problem, the reservation. You can cancel any one of the vector. So, A2 is discarded. A2 is discarded with the help of spanning theorem. With the A2 is discarded, okay, by spanning theorem. Because already you know spanning theorem, if any dependent vectors are there, we can remove the vector, still the remaining vectors are linearly independent. So A2 is discarded. Why it is discarded means it is dependent. A1, A2, one of the vector is dependent, you can neglect one of the vector. Here I am neglecting A2, I neglected. So I got only two vectors, I got A1 and A3. Therefore A1, A3 I got. Again I will check it whether any relation is there in between A1 and A3. Any multiplier is there or not. Come on, check it once. A1, A3. Sorry, A1, A3. Sorry, A3 is discarded, no? Sorry. This is A3 vector. A3. A3. So once we are seeing, we have A1, A2, A3. I checked with A3 minus 2 times I got. A3 I got. Sorry, I wrote A2 but A3. A2, A3. How many times? Minus 2 times. Dependent. So I wrote A3 is multiplier of A1. So A3 is A2, A3 is dependent on A1. So simply we can neglect A3. Why we have to neglect means by spanning set theorem, whenever it consisting any set V contains dependent vectors, we can remove the vector, still the remaining vectors are linearly independent and span. Linearly independent and span. So simply I can say A1, A3 are linearly independent. Equation number 2. We got 2. One is linearly independent, one more linearly span. Yes, come on, copy it and I will give the conclusion later. So number 1 is span we got. Number 2 we got linearly independent. Actually 3 vectors are existing. One vector is dependent, we removed the vector and we wrote the remaining vectors as a linearly independent with the help of spanning set theorem. Come on, copy it. And now therefore the given vectors therefore the vectors A1, A3, two vectors are no? The vectors A1, A3 are spans and also linearly independent. Spans and also linearly independent. So the set H, nothing but these two vectors A1 and A3 are spans and linearly independent. Therefore I can say A1, A3 forms a basis. That is the first bit we have to prove it. Number 1, that only we have. First bit we have to prove it, that only basis we have to prove it. Basis is nothing but we have to prove linearly independent and span. Directly from the question only we got 3 vectors we got. But among the 3 vectors, one vector is linearly dependent. We remove that vector and remaining vectors are forms as a linearly independent. And already we have span, linearly independent span. So simply I wrote forms a basis. And next we have dimension. Dimension of H. Dimension of H. How many vectors we have? Only 2 vectors we have. Because 2 vectors only forms a linearly independent and span. And nothing but forms a basis. So simply I can say dimension of H is equal to 2. Just come and copy it. And now next problem I will give for you. Do it as homework. Do it as homework, or if any doubt is there, in the next class you can see in the video also. Come on, write the question. Find the basis and dimension. Find the basis and dimensions. Find basis and dimensions of subspace H is equal to. Find basis and dimensions of subspace of H equal to A minus 3B plus 6C. First row is A minus 3B plus 6C. Second one 5A plus 4D. 5A plus 4D. B minus 2C minus D. B minus 2C minus D. Last one 5D. Where A, B, C, D are real numbers. 4 we have. A, B, C, D are real numbers. You have to find both. You have to find basis and dimensions also. Basis and dimensions also. Come on, copy the question. This is the question. You have to find basis and dimensions. Very simple. First write the scalar multiples. Write the linear combinations. A into B into C into D. 4 vectors you will get. Check the 4 vectors. How many vectors are linearly independent? If once you wrote A into B into C into D, I can say it is a span. You will get 4 vectors. You have to check how many vectors are linearly independent. If any vector dependent is there, remove that vector. That remaining vectors which are independent and already have condition space, I can say forms a basis. That 3 vectors or 4 how many vectors are existing, that vector forms a basis. Once it forms a basis, if 3 vectors forms a basis and linearly span, then simply you can say dimension of H is equal to 3. If 4 also forming a base and dimension, you can say dimension of H is equal to 4. No sir, you are getting only 2 vectors we are getting, then the dimension of H is 2. That is your word. Do it as homework. That's enough for this class. We will continue in the next class. We will do one more problem. Basis and dimensions. How to find basis and dimensions. That's all. Thank you.